So it's really just Crumbs trying to assist a bit. Not going to burn anything, but maybe more. Wow, they changed some CC.
The stun lands, the fear throws him backwards, Ignite is up, one last auto attack, that's going to be enough. First blood in conjunction with the red buff, and that was something neither of us were expecting.
That CC change surprised Chris.
Burst combo of a potential crescendo buckshot collateral damage is very, very scary.
And we could see a lot of action happening very shortly.
Paranoia's down, they've dived onto Chris. Duskbringer is up as well, he's going to continue the chase. Stand United gets put on top of him, 200 HP. Shen will arrive, that's a double taunt, but it's not quick enough to save Chris. The Crocodile's been turned into a pair of shoes. They do trade kills back and forth 1-for-1 though.
And that was just all the globals getting used at once. That's why I was saying we were going to see some action. It just happened before I was ready to finish explaining it. Because as soon as Crumbs went up there, you recognized that NK was going to match his Stand United as planned in Champ Select. And then because the fight was going to be long, since it's a bunch of tanks fighting up there, Echo would come in as well. It works out in a 1-for-1, but because it was a 3 versus 2 fight, Dignitas wins that exchange.
So in terms of this, the minutes that are now playing out, Dignitas have got this window of opportunity. There's no Destiny available. There's no Stand United available. They're playing very aggressive in this mid lane.
And this is the price that Echo has to pay for going to get that kill in the top lane. They trade top for mid turret, but that trade is still better for Dignitas because you get more for a mid turret than a top one. They want a crescendo.
In the bottom lane, that's a flash crescendo. It locks up Evaniscus. Buckshot is there. One more auto attack. It's actually stolen away from Patoy. Maple Street rocket jumps forward. Here comes Scara. A flash from Maple Street. Rune Prison is down. Overload goes up. Barriers popped. One more overload. Cutie Pie's looking for it. And the smoke screen manages to pick that one up. He gets away with his life. And well played, Cutie Pie.
He got some style points for that one, finishing with essentially utility visions.
It's one thing that he's going to try rely on his teammates then because he's foregoing some of that damage. Right now, Dignitas, they've grouped up. They have the mid tower down. They've got a numbers advantage, and this is going to be a dragon for them.
NK might try to go and steal us, but his smite's down. So even with the ward, it's just prolonged conclusion.
Chris has gone in 1v3. There's the Stand United. Shen is about to join the party. Destiny's now been used as well. Slicing Maelstrom is down. Chris is very, very low. Kiwi Kid dropping HP as well. Now we see the first person to back away from the fight. In actual fact, Kiwi Kid is the first to die. NK Inc is now backing away. Evaniscus is going to try to get one more auto attack down. And it's Cola Meek will close it out. Chris securing himself a second kill of the game. He now has double buffs. A very good flame knocks Scara backwards, but Cutie Pie is joining the party. Collateral damage is down. The crescendo locks up NK Inc. Patoy's trying to pick that kill up in the top lane. Evaniscus has been dropped. Messy all over, and everyone died.
That was nuts for everyone involved. That's what Velocity had to do, though. They aggressively and proactively used their ultimates, and it made Crumbs use them in reaction to them. I feel like Velocity won that engagement because not only did they trade kills, they allowed Maple Street, the guy who generally has been relied upon to carry them, to get some farm in the bottom and take a turret.
So the problem is now that Dignitas hasn't stopped the pressure. They've still got two members bashing away on this inner turret. Echo's thinking about getting involved, and here comes NK Inc from the side. Gold card is down. Cutie Pie takes a lot of damage. The slow is out. NK Inc is probably going to wait for the taunt. Locks him up. Gold card's down. This is going to be a fairly easy kill onto Cutie Pie. Renekton actually closes out, and that is a pretty good pickup.
They got the double buffs back, and they might continue chasing. If they get oracles too, this is huge.
They stack the stuns one after the other. Flash comes out. Echo carries on chasing. Stacked deck comes up, and Sona drops like a sack of potatoes.
Huge plays from Velocity all around. Yes, Dignitas will get the dragon off of that, but this is one of those situations where it's completely worth it because consider the oracles, 400 gold that Patoy spent, and the kill sprees that were ended on both of them. Absolutely great for Velocity.
In addition to defending the tower and getting the double buffs back, it's a great position to be in. Evaniscus and Chris, the front line there in that engagement, trying to land something onto Kiwi Kid. But unfortunately, that death sentence did go a little wide.
And having two Sunfire Capes here for Velocity will be key in prolonged team fight.
Evaniscus gets caught up, takes a lot of poke. That's a flash from Scara. Stand United comes out. Buster shot knocks the damage away as they pull Patoy forward. Collateral damage comes down. That's the first kill of the engagement as they turn their attention over to NK Inc. Maple Street's doing the best he can. He should be able to pick up one. In actual fact, Chris will get the last hit there onto Cannon. Another slice and dice into Cola Meek will close that out. That is a 3-for-1 exchange. All started from Evaniscus being caught.
And that fight was too fast for Velocity. NK Inc died early on because Chris and NK Inc have to go in together. That channel actually needs to be used maybe in conjunction with Renekton. As soon as you use that on Evaniscus and they didn't go in together, it allowed Dignitas to just sustain through the fight get the targets down one at a time and really just not have a full team fight.
Yeah, something definitely didn't work out for them. Some relatively good counterplay from Evanescence right at the end. He got the box down, he pulled Patoya in, but it simply wasn't enough.
For some reason, I felt like a Shenalt got burned there, but that was just Nocturne's spell shield getting knocked off, so that turret might go down in round 2.
We do see NK Inky split pushing on the bottom lane. He's got that Stand United available, so if an engagement were to happen, this would be the time.
And it would be forced here because they know the turret's going down. Unless Velocity concedes, they fight, and they concede.
Velocity just give this one up, then there's no call to engage. Absolutely nobody's nearby. Chris, that tanky frontline, he's on the Nexus, and Velocity, they just didn't do anything.
Dignitas can't believe it right now. They're saying, okay, we'll go and take another turret right now. Specifically because NK Inc. just now went back instead of continuing to push that top turret. Surely Velocity goes in on this wave if they can get any kind of catch.
Maple Street's the one that's far forward. The hook goes out, doesn't catch on anyone. Chris down to 50% HP. He's forced to back off as well. We'll stop off at that fountain, regenerate his HP, and come back to this mid lane.
Rinse and repeat. They're going to continue going down on this turret until Velocity tries to engage on them, or they just get the turret barely dodging that hook. Great play by Cutie Pie.
Well played indeed. The quick draw, getting himself to safety. You can see the timers on the top of your screen. Dignitas realize that objectives are on their way up, and they decide to back off and position for those instead.
The last thing they want to do is actually get caught by one of those thresh hooks and then gift a Baron to Velocity. So they got enough done in that fight that they might actually go for more outside the turrets.
Destiny was up, and in actual fact, Crumbs counsels that with Paranoia. He dives himself in. Now we can see Kiwi Kid. Zonya's Hourglass is popped with a slicing Maelstrom. Chris, the tankiest member, is the first to fall. He's got so much armor, but not enough magic resistance. Cutie Pie's going to close out. That's a double kill for him. Turns over to NK Inc. Red buff is ticking away. He should have a quick drop in 2 seconds' time. He's going to carry on diving. Cutie Pie wants this one. Feint is up. Buckshot will be able to close that one out. Inhibitor turret goes down. They're onto the inhibitor, and this has to be the game for Dignitas.
That was a great fight for Dignitas right there. They systematically have destroyed Velocity's front line. They just mowed through them in team fights. They didn't care about Velocity's tank line. Dignitas accumulated that huge lead, and they crushed them in that last team fight.
And there was such good play. The moment Destiny got used, Echo was looking for vision, looking what they're doing. Crumbs did not hesitate.